Every big D&D adventure release lately has gotten quite a lot of support from WizKids in terms of minis. We still haven't caught up with Spelljammer, for God's sake, but today we are forging ahead with Dragonlance with our pack of Draconians here, which is an interesting pack. Many thanks to WizKids for sending it to us to review. The Draconians were introduced in 5e in Fizban's Treasury of Dragons and put into play in Shadow of the Dragon Queen. Both of those corresponding mini sets from WizKids included some Draconian minis as well, so we'll do our usual comparisons here. Draconians, not to be confused with Dragonborn or half-dragons, arise from metallic dragon eggs that were corrupted by evil mages under the employ of the Dark Queen Takesis, or Tiamat if you're nasty. If you do want to use these as Dragonborn PCs, I don't think anybody's going to stop you, and most people probably won't even notice the difference. Quick announcement though before we get started, our good friends over at ComedySportz Houston are launching a brand new in-person tabletop D&D show, The Bard's Bounty, on April 15th at their theater in downtown Houston here. We're going to be there to celebrate their launch, and we might just have a few goodies, or givvies. Call them goodies to give away. If you are in the area, I hope you will come and join us. It is going to be a fantastic, funny show with improv actors. We will have more details soon, but mark your calendars, April 15th. So let's see what's going on with this set as we open up our Draconian Warband. Before we jump in, don't forget to check out the Big Bad's Kickstarter from our sponsor, Hit Point Press. It features 2 great books to add to your collection. The Big Book of Big Bads gives you more than 25 villains to add to your campaigns. For each one, you get pages of backstory, minions, motivations, layer information, nefarious schemes, everything you need for a one-shot or a fun side mission. And you get Creatures and Curios, which has more than 100 beautifully illustrated baddies and magic items to use in your games. You can get a free preview of both books on the Kickstarter, which you can find in the eye in the corner of your screen up there. I jumped in for the full box set, which includes battle maps for some of the big bads, digital STL files for printing minis of them, a GM screen, and more. Check it out using our links to let them know we sent you. That is the Big Bads on Kickstarter now. Let's go through these minis, starting with number 1, the Aurak Draconian, created from the eggs of gold dragons. They're also the most powerful Draconians, and they're wingless, which sets them apart from their brethren. Auraks are very intelligent, often commanding contingents of other soldiers in the Dragon Queen's army. They also have access to some spells, including Dominate Person, and a breath weapon that can exhaust foes. Next up is the Baaz Draconian, born from the brass dragon eggs. These are more the foot soldiers of the dragon armies, not terribly powerful with a CR of 1/2. They're the smallest of the bunch and can hide their wings under their cloaks if they want to, so they can sometimes go undercover as spies. One thing to be aware of is that all the Draconians have a certain effect that happens to them upon reaching 0 hit points. The Baaz release a gas that can turn foes to stone. Now, first thing to know, this set includes 2 of these minis. They're identical. Secondly, you may notice that this guy looks familiar. That's because an identical mini also appears in the Dragonlance booster set from WizKids. They're an uncommon in that set, and yes, they all do look exactly the same. No color or weapon swap or anything. Numbers 4 and 5 of 7 are the Bozak Draconians, again 2 identical minis. They're born from bronze dragons, and they serve as casters with spells like Enlarge Reduce, Invisibility, Stinking Cloud, and Web. They deal force damage upon death and also come armed with a trident and an ability to shoot lightning out of their hands. Again, the same mini appears as an uncommon in the Dragonlance booster set, so you may already have a couple of them, and there are 2 of them in this set as well. Number 6 is the Kapak Draconian from those corrupted copper eggs. These sneaky little rogues like to get the drop on unsuspecting foes with their poisonous daggers. If enough venom gets into their foe, they also become paralyzed, which is definitely no bueno. When they die, they explode into acid. And finally, we have our only large figure in the set, the Sivak Draconian, obviously born from corrupted silver dragon eggs. They're big, strong brutes who can fly over battlefields to get in and out of the action as needed. They also have the magical ability to assume the appearance of anyone they kill, making them pretty good spies too. They can frighten foes on death with these weird spectral images. So yes, this might be a disappointing set for you, especially if you went in on the Dragonlance booster set, which, if you're interested in buying this pack, I'm imagining you probably did. If you just need a bunch of Draconians and you don't care about getting duplicates, well, then you're golden. But it is disappointing that we're only getting 3 new sculpts out of the 7 in this set. And we don't typically get straight up duplicates inside one warband pack like this. They could have dropped the duplicates and made a mini of the Aurak Draconian, for example, who is a bestial precursor to the Baaz Draconians. We do have art and a stat block for it. Or they could have just changed up the paint job or the pose or the weapon choices for the ones in this set. Now we also got several other Draconian minis in the Fizzband set. You can see them all together here. So we do actually have quite a lot of Draconian minis at this point. There were only 2 Draconians in the Dragonlance set, the 2 that appear here as well. The Draconian Warband is supposedly out now, though it seems to be out of stock and backordered at many of the retailers. You may want to check your local game stores to see if they have them in stock, but several of the Dragonlance products are still shipping to stores. Some of them are backordered, so you may just have to be patient. I'm curious to hear what you think about this set, though. Let me know down below. There are still a few more Dragonlance Warbands to talk about, so stay tuned to the Gallant Goblin here to see those. And don't forget to jump on board the Big Bad's train using our link in the corner or right down below me here. We just had a D&D Direct Presentation as I'm filming this, but we didn't get a lot of new information really. We got a little preview of their digital tabletop, which uses digital minis instead of tokens or video game type characters. It looks completely fine to me. What'll make or break it for me is just how well it runs, and if future adventures come with the encounters already set up and ready to play. At this point, I care more about convenience and streamlined prep than I do about aesthetics, but what do you think about it? And they also tease some of the upcoming books and adventures that we're gonna see over the next year or two, but otherwise it was mainly just about merchandising. We'll have a link to the presentation down below as well if you do want to check it out. And thank you for watching today. I hope you'll come and join us at the Bard's Bounty at ComedySportz Houston on April 15th. You can pick up a cuddly kobold to bring along with you by visiting koboldplush.com, and you can follow along with us over at Coffee Meets Kobold, AO Knoll Instant Messenger, Discork, and Gibbering Mouther. For now though, stay safe, have fun, love each other, and I will see you next time at the Gallant Goblin.